Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everybody is doing well and having a good week so far. Thank you for tuning in for today's painting time lapse. I'll be painting with gouache again today, and the reference for this photo, this painting, came from Pixabay again, and I will link it down below. I don't have the exact link for this photo because I found it a while back. Again, like most of my references I always look for references and I always save them, and sometimes I paint them, sometimes I don't, and this one came from one of the don't pile. So I tried looking for it again, but I couldn't find it, so I apologize about that. I know I'm repeating myself, but from now on, if I paint something from the pile that I haven't before from my old saved photos, I'm just gonna actually not look for them anymore, because I end up like not finding them because they're usually really old, and I found them like sometimes even 2-3 years ago. So I am sorry about that. Okay, coming back to the painting. This is my third painting with gouache. Still learning, still having fun, still enjoying the whole process. Today I used Turner Design Gouache, and for paper I used Davinci cold pressed studio watercolor paper. Sorry, not cold pressed, hot pressed. I used the cold pressed in my previous video and I talked a little bit about it. So today I'm gonna talk about the hot press. Now with hot press watercolor paper, they're usually smoother, they have a smoother surface than cold pressed, and I did find that painting with gouache, it was a little bit easier to do on the smoother surface than it was on the rough surface, and I did enjoy this a little bit better than I did the previous painting. For brushes, I stuck with the synthetic ones because with my last painting I learned that it was so much easier to paint with synthetic brushes instead of natural brushes with gouache. And here also I painted with synthetic brushes. One thing though that I noticed was in this painting I tried to do like a wash of color first and before going in with details, and I saw that when I was trying to add water to the painting, excessive water, to do a light wash, it kind of dulled the paint, like it wasn't as vibrant as I had it on the previous photo because I didn't do a light, like almost diluted wash like a watercolor. So in my next videos I'm gonna try to stay away from putting too much water in the gouache itself. So that's one thing I learned, right? And as far as the paint goes, like the actual properties of the paint, it's a really nice mix between watercolor and acrylics. Like if acrylics and watercolor were to have a baby, it would be gouache. I know a lot of people said it, but you know, it's one thing that I experienced myself. It was really nice to work with the texture. With acrylics, when it dries you can't go back and work with it again, but you know, one thing that I loved about gouache is that after it dried, if you went back with it with a little bit of water, usually you can rework the color without disrupting the whole painting, and it was something that I enjoyed a lot. This reference actually was a little hard for me to paint because there was just a lot going on with the lights and how the sunlight was hitting the little path, and there was just a lot of details as far as like the grass and the surrounding trees and the flowers went, and it was challenging, but it was also a lot of fun because even though the whole thing was done or wherever you left off, you could just come back in with some paint and do some really opaque work, and it showed up no matter what color it was. You know, with acrylics and oil, sometimes if the color isn't thick enough, or sometimes certain colors doesn't show up on top of certain colors, but in gouache I did not have that problem, and that was something that I was actually surprised by, because I was kind of hoping, or I guess expecting it to work like acrylics, where if I wanted to put a color on top of another color, sometimes you have to put like really thick layer or like a couple of colors before it comes out as opaque as you want it to. So that's one thing that was actually surprisingly good, and it was good. I try to stay away from my usual clouds and beaches and water and fluffy things, and like trees and grasses and forest path and these kind of things. It's also something that I don't paint very often, so I got to learn a little bit of that, and that was nice, and very very different, a little difficult, but it was nice. It was a way of me challenging myself. Although I don't know if I should have done this like a new medium and a new topic or type of things to paint all in one, but I did it and it was nice, and I don't know what else to talk about. We're almost to the end of the video anyway, and it's good. I ran out of the little bullets that I wrote down that I could talk about. I didn't have many, but I did have a few, and it looks like I talked a little bit about everything. So for the last minute, I'm just going to ramble, and I don't know what to ramble about either. I mean, I'm going to the beach tomorrow, so that's exciting, right? I'm finally going to the beach, so I might just come back with a lot of reference photos from the beach and start painting beaches again. So I guess we'll see. Until then, I hope you guys liked watching this video, and if you did like watching what I'm doing, then hopefully you'll consider subscribing and staying with me until the end. I guess I hope it doesn't end like my YouTube journey, but I guess what I meant was I hope you'll consider being with me on my journey. Have a nice day, guys. Have a nice rest of the week, and stay healthy, stay happy, and stay safe. And bye, guys.